Hey guys, I'm back with another Warframe build video. Today we'll be taking a look at Ash, the only ninja in the game. Yes, DE, make more ninjas, please. Ash is the only one. Please, give him an actual friend. I mean, Komi's technically a ninja, kinda, but she's just Japanese inspired, but I don't know. But yeah, let's get into what we're trying to do today. Today we'll be taking a look at a shadow clones, yes, but with a twist. Today we'll be taking a look at a blast shadow clone. And he can nuke with it. Yup, Ash can nuke. So let's get into the build. As you can see, I do have 3 red shards for my ability strength and 2 for shield capacity. And yes, as you can see, I have 2000 shield capacity. Why do I have so much shields? It's because today I'll be using melee retaliation. Oh my god, someone's using melee retaliation. Holy. But yeah, let's get into the Ash build. As you can see, I have Steel Charge for my melee damage. Excellus is gonna be Prime Shift with it, but for you guys, you can of course use Power Drift. Today I'll be using this because I'm gonna be priming and I don't want to get knocked down by my own primer. Yeah, skill issue. It's very big skill issue. But yeah, Prime Continuity for my ability duration, but you can use Neverminded here. You don't really need the range, but yeah. You can use the Neverminded here if you really want to. Yeah, Prime Redirection and Boreal's Hatred for my shields, as you can see, shields. Augur Secrets, Umbral Intensify, and Blind Rage for my ability strength. Equilibrium for my health to energy pickup. Prime Flow for my energy max. And of course, again, Boreal's Hatred for my extra ability efficiency, which is not that useful here, but hey, extra ability efficiency, why not? Yeah, today we'll be using Molt Augmented for my ability strength, and of course Arcane Perspicular for my ability strength plus final crit damage multiplier when I'm invisible. Very nice for this build. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you that I also subsumed my first for Wrathful Advanced, but of course you don't need to subsume your first. You can also subsume your teleport if you really want to. Yeah, today I'll be using Epitaph as a heat primer. As you can see, very simple heat primer. And today I'll be using Madurai for mainly the power strength and then the ability casting speed. But yeah, shadow clones, as you can see, condition overload because I'm gonna be priming. If you're not priming, you can use, of course, prime pressure point. And yeah, Berserker Fury for my attack speed because shadow clones are pretty freaking slow, like the animation. So this is gonna speed things up a bit. Finishing Touch and Covert Lethality for my finisher damage. Voltaic Strike and Vicious Frost for my status chance. Oh, and of course, Blast. And yeah, Weeping Wounds, of course, for my status chance per combo multiplier. So, as you can see here, I also have Proton Snap. For those of you who don't know, this is a final status chance mod. Basically, it is added after you calculate all the status mods in your weapon. So this is how it works. As you can see, this is the final, or this is the total status chance I get 560% with max out Weeping Wounds. I mean max stacked Weeping Wounds. And yeah, it gives me 33% status, which is not that much, right? But we add Proton Snap on top, which is just 33% plus 50%, and we get 83% status chance. Very nice. And yes, as you know, if I have enough status chance, I can proc Blast consistently. And yeah, very nice, very good. And yeah, for those of you who don't know, it's basically a final status chance multiplier. Well, not multiplier, just mod. Melee retaliation, as you can see, for my melee damage per every 200 current shields. Very nice. So this also works if you have overguard. Not overguard, I mean overshields, not overguard, overshields. Yes, overshields. And yeah, today we'll be taking a look at a Nautilus Prime for pulling enemies. Yes, this is my favorite sentinel because I love pulling enemies into me. Yeah, Cordon is gonna be on top over here because it's gonna prioritize Cordon more than anything else here. And yeah, Synth Deconstruct, everything here is very important, but the most important ones are Synth Deconstruct for Equilibrium, Mystic Bond, so I can cast one ability for free, and Tenacious Bond for that extra final damage, crit damage multiplier. Yeah, Helstrum Build for gas and electric and radiation to proc a lot of status for Bladestorm. Very nice. And yeah, let's get into the playtest. So, what do I think about Ash? I think Ash is a very good Warframe, right? Especially for Disruption level cap. He's pretty much invisible. He can do a lot of damage, right? You basically do a lot of damage if you have the right setup. He can also do damage cap easily. That's why I don't really want to do a damage cap build. I know he can do damage cap, but I'm like, I want to do some utility at on top, because his Blade Storm's not very good at killing people. So I'm like, you know what? I like Blast, right? Let's just put Blast. And yeah, as you know, I have like 3 Blast builds. Like I think Excalibur, the old Excalibur build, and Scythe. I freaking love using Scythe. But yeah, what do? You wall latch onto the wall, right, for 2 seconds to get that Proton Snap, and then you basically prime them, and then Blade Storm 3 enemies, boom, and then it'll like chain react, pretty much. And of course, boom. Because of Nautilus pulling enemies in, it is very easy for me to kill them in a group. And yeah, with Berserker's Fury, very nice too. It speeds up the process of the blast procs, right? So yeah, it's very nice. Oh my god, look at that. Yeah, kill them in the groups, man. Oh man. Yeah, this was the reason why I never liked playing Ash's Blade Storm. It's because it's so slow to kill. But with Blast, I can just prime them, right? And then let my SNL do all the work, and they pretty much just die. So this is a more quality of life build. It doesn't really do the nuking justice, right? Remember, he's not supposed to be a nuking frame. And yeah, his KPM can vary depending on tile set and environmental structures. And yeah, he hates walls. Like he really hates walls. Oh, like crazy. But yeah, KPM with a good linear pathway like this, he can get 120, right? 115, 120 to 130. And the maximum I did was like 150 to 160. I was like impressed, because I'm like, Ash is so bad at doing this. I'm so surprised I could do that. Oh my god. But yeah, this is how you play Ash. And again, as you can see, environmental structures. Hating Ash. Ash just hates it so much. Oh my god, he just hates it. So you do need to find a sweet spot in your tile set. I don't think there's a sweet spot. But hopefully they spawn enough, right, for it to be a sweet spot later. Because of course, the longer the mission goes, the better it is. But yeah, he's at least able to go over 500 kills, right? He's able to go 100 KPM really consistently, even with a pretty bald set, which is very good for us. Because the old freaking the build without this, without Blast, he can't even reach 100 KPM, man. So I'm like, it's super uncomfortable to play in survival, or like, yeah, pretty much just survival fissures. It's like uncomfortable as hell, because I'm like losing a lot of life support. I'm like, like annoying. Yeah. But yeah, for those people who don't like this kind of play, like this playstyle is not for everyone, right? Because you do have to play it similarly to Arcane Arachne, right? You have to like wall latch the wall, but it's even worse because it's 2 seconds instead of Arcane Arachne being just literally 0.1 seconds. But yeah, it gets annoying, and it is still very strong, but it's not for everyone again. And yeah, as you can see, the KPM's pretty whack because of, again, enemies not trying to spawn properly because of the environmental structure. But hopefully I get 500 kills today. Hopefully. To show you that yes, he can actually freaking nuke if he actually gets a pretty decent tile set. Not every tile set is the same, of course. But yeah, Ash. Ash used to be one of my favorite frames in the game, just because he was so freaking cool. His old Blade Storm, where you didn't have to teleport into the Blade Storm, it's like the surrounding enemies. Enemies in the area would get hit by it, but now of course you have to like aim at them, aim around them, right? They changed it to aim around them because it got super annoying. Last time it was like you aim one by one, individual targets, which is like, why DE? Why would you do that? And you had to like stack three of them. Like you see the dots on top of them. Yeah, you have to stack 3 times. Like there's 3 times stack. I'm like, oh my god, DE, please. It's so painful to do it. It's so slow. But yeah, as you can see, 100 KPM, right? Very, very good already. And I can go a slight bit more. Hopefully I can get 120 KPM. But if I can't, then boohoo, I guess. Can't say anything. Unlucky. But yeah, as you can see, very, very good. The Blast is very nice. I freaking love playing Blast. And especially Blast with Zata's Whisper. Oh my god. Perfect. Very perfect. Oh my god. And yeah, not 120 kpm. Sucks, but close to it. But yeah, that is Ash. Again, environmental structure hates him so much. He really hates walls, man. Like, like I know he likes to hug to hug the wall, right? With this build, he loves hugging the wall with this build. At the same time, he just hates the walls. It's his biggest enemy. But yeah, that is Ash, and yes, he can get higher KPM. Again, if you have a slightly different tile set, just a slightly different tile set and enemy spawn layout. But yeah, that is Ash. Very, very nice build. No one really talks about this for some reason. Like, wow, no one talks about this Ash build, even though it's like very, very nice for casual play because of you know, utility reasons. But yeah, let's get into the recap. As you can see, here it is. The red shards, right? Strength, shield capacity, Wrathful Advanced. Here is the Ash build, right? Very, very simple Ash build. Not the Praetus, the Epitaph, right? The Epitaph. Madurai, Shadow Clones, right? And of course, a Nautilus Prime, as you can see. Here it is. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.